Blog Talk Radio.
It's MOF Radio. When you want to know what's up in the MOF.
Well, here we are. It's been quite a journey. And the work you've done has gotten you this far. You weren't perfect. God knows that. But you were good. Good enough to get here.
One word, baby. Play on.
And now it's time to get...
I was addicted to the dark side. Somewhere inside my childhood when this my heart died.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MOF Radio. Can you hear me now? I just started the radio show at 11 o'clock, hoping you all would hear me, but apparently I didn't turn the mic on, or I turned it off by mistake. Not really sure. But anyway, welcome to MOF Radio. Finally, this time works. Episode 4, Season 26. Now, let me start the show off by saying this season has been yet another wonderful one in a long line of MOF greatness. This is not only on me. You guys must know that. It's a great group of guys that we have, and season in and season out, you guys have just been great making this league what it is today. When I say this is the best league around, I'm not just saying it because it's my league. I'm saying it because it truly is, and it has to do with each and every one of you. So pat yourself on the back and take a bow because it's your league, and this is why it's great. So with that said, the rest of the season has been opened up, Week 15, Week 16, Week 17. So go schedule your games, do it the right way, get your games in, get your popcorn ready. Hopefully you make the playoffs. If not, there's always next season, which will be announced. Next update, we'll have a sign-up sheet for everybody to sign up for next season. And it looks like we might get Paulie and Vinny back for next season, so hopefully we do. And quick update on Paulie. It looks like his son is doing better. I think they're going home in a couple days. He's recovering. I'm not exactly sure what happened. It was an accident, and I think it had something to do with his vocal cords. I'm not really sure of all the details. I'll let him tell you guys. But either way, his son's doing better, and they're going home soon. So God bless. Hopefully he's okay. So we do have a great show for you tonight. I'm going to break down the standings, give you some pretenders, some contenders, tell you who clinched, including a big one tonight. Hint, hint. We'll also give you the 3-pack picks, Week 15, Week 16, and Week 17. And we'll go over some of the update from earlier today, website update. And after all that, hopefully we can get some callers. I know we had one before when we were kind of online, but we weren't, so I apologize. So, with that said, real quick, let's get into, we'll go down NFC East or AFC East. We'll start with that first. We'll hit the playoff theme. Hopefully you guys can hear that and still hear me at the same time. And we will start the AFC East. Okay, so AFC East. Right now, it looks like the Jets are totally in control. They're 9-2. Coach Latin Yank is back. Looks like he might be comeback coach of the year. He's playing great. I think he's one win away from winning the division. So early congrats to him. Unless he just botches and loses every single game from here on out, he will win the division. The Buffalo Bills, Hulk smash you. He took over for the Bills. He played pretty well, not well enough, obviously, but hopefully he'll be back next season and he can capitalize on coming back. Miami Dolphins, UK Cat, disappointing season for him. I really expected a little more in him. He's 3-7. Of course, he's not mathematically out yet. So if he can win out and the Jets lose out, Miami will win a division, but that's highly unlikely. The New England Patriots, 0-12. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. Trevi Pop, come on, baby. You got to win one game. You can't go winless. The only person that ever had a winless season was Sean Brand back in, I think, the PS2 days, if any of you remember him. So you really don't want to be on that list. So hopefully you get a win soon. Now the AFC North, right now leading the AFC North is quite possibly the best coach in the game today, Loki Doki and the Bengals. They got Giovanni Bernard. How you doing? He's running the ball really well. Andy Dalton, AJ Green, he's 12-1, and he's playing lights out. He has to be probably the scariest AFC coach in the conference because he's beating everybody except the Browns. So. And then in second place, you get the Ravens, who are 10-3. They've been playing very well lately. They just won again tonight, beat the Lions, and they're inching closer to a playoff clinching spot. And then you got the Cleveland Browns. 6-5, playing pretty well. They really need some help to get in, but Coach who's next is playing well, so hats off to him. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 4-8. This is a big surprise. I didn't see Coach Ron dropping like this, but he has been quiet. I think he's probably scheming a way to get back in, and hopefully he's lapping it up and getting ready for season 27. So good luck to him. The AFC South is very close. Right now leading to the Titans with Coach DeVito on his comeback tour. 9-2, very impressive. The Texans and Colts are both tied at 7-3. The Texans with the tiebreaker right now over them. They're playing very well. Texans are just outstanding. They were 3-3, and then I think in one night they won 4 straight games. I don't know, but he's playing really well. And then you have the Jaguars and Coach Woody. I think he was 6-3 at one point. Since then, he has lost 3 straight. He's now 6-6 and on the outside looking in. So, good luck to him. Hopefully, he can turn it around and get in. So, the AFC West is already clinched. Chris Duran, Bubba Duran, Denver Broncos 11-2, clinched the AFC West. Now, hopefully, he doesn't kind of smooth sail it along, because if you get too lackadaisical before the playoffs, bad things happen. So. My advice to you is just to keep the throttle on, keep the pedal to the metal, keep playing your game, and hopefully when the playoffs come, you're still fresh and ready to go. So the Chargers and Raiders both disappointing, and the Chiefs are winless as well, but at the same time, it's not as bad as the Patriots because Coach Storm Down came in. I think they were already 0-5 or 0-6, so can't really blame you there, bud. All right. Now, so if the playoffs started today, the AFC would look like this. The AFC number 1 seed would be the Cincinnati Bengals. The other bye, the second seed, Denver Broncos. So those 2 teams would get a bye in the first round. The third seed would be the Titans due to the tiebreaker over the Jets, who would be the 4 seed. The 5th seed would be the Ravens, who would be playing the Jets. And the 6th seed right now would be the Texans, who would be playing the Titans. So that's what the playoffs would look like in the AFC if it started today. And now we move to the NFC East, which was rocked a little bit today by yours truly. The Washington Redskins had a chance to clinch a division against the Cowboys tonight in Washington, but they failed to do so. The Cowboys beat them 35-14 with RG3. So the Redskins are now 11-3. They're half a game above the Cowboys, but if they slip up and lose one of their last 2 games and the Cowboys win, the Cowboys would win a division. It will be unlikely, but it could happen. So then you got Dallas right behind them, 11-4. I also have clinched a playoff spot, so congrats to me. Then the Eagles, who are still barely alive at 7-8. They would need some miracle of help there. Then the Giants are 3-10. That's the NFC East. Then we move to the NFC North. We got the Green Bay Packers, 8-3, winning the division right now. Brett Williamson, who's back, playing really well with the Pack. The Bears, who, my bad, I gave Woody the Bears, which I should have probably gave Trev Pat the Bears, but I didn't. So that's my fault. If Woody ends up making the playoffs with both teams in the Super Bowl, then you can pin that on me, but I don't really see that happening. The Bears are 7-5 on the outside looking in. He has some tough games left, and hopefully he gives a fight and he can get in. So we'll see. The Lions were mathematically eliminated tonight as he lost to the Ravens. He's 6-9. He did win some very nice games this season, and I look forward to seeing how he does with a fresh start next season. So, good luck to him. Then you get the Vikings and Coach Dagger, who are 3-7, or Owen Freeman, which is 0-4 with Josh Freeman starting. He still has a chance, though. If he can win out, things can happen. So, then you get the AFC South. You got the Panthers. Coach Rich VA, defending champion, 11-1, playing great, number 1 seed. Not really much to say else about him. I mean, he's just dominating everybody. He lost one game to the Buccaneers, but other than that, he's been lights out. Some say he hasn't really played anybody. I say you beat the teams you're supposed to beat, so what can you do? We beat the Niners, probably the toughest game on the schedule. He has the Jets coming up. We'll see what happens there. So. Also, in the NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 8-5, playing very well. They're right in the mix, the 6th seed right now. All J-Fon has to do is win a couple more games and he'll be in the playoffs. But we all know what happens when J-Fon has pressure on him. He tends to fold, so hopefully he can make a liar out of us this season. The Falcons and Saints both almost out of it, so moving on to the NFC West, which is very interesting now that the Seahawks have won 3 straight games. Look out. 4-6, not a very good record, but better than 1-6. And the Niners are 7-6. So these two teams are going to be battling for this crown. You know why? Because the Seahawks have 6 games left, all against the bottom barrel of the league. They have 2 against the Cardinals, 2 against the Rams, and the Saints and Giants. So all very winnable games. Don't be surprised if you see Seattle finish 10-6 and possibly winning this division. So watch out. So if the playoffs started today, the NFC would look like this. The 1 seed would be the Carolina Panthers. The 2 seed, the Washington Redskins. The 3 seed, the Green Bay Packers. The 4 seed, the 49ers. The 5th seed would be the Cowboys playing the Niners. And then the 6th seed would be the Buccaneers playing the Packers. So that's if the playoffs started today. So with that said, we're going to go to a caller here. We have Pettigrew on the line. How you doing, Pettigrew?
What's going on? Pleasure to be on the show.
How you doing, buddy?
Playing the Vikings right now.
Oh, you're playing the Vikings right now. How about a score update?
12-17. Lions are up.
Oh, nice. There you go. So, I'm sorry that you didn't make the playoffs this season, but there's always next season. You did play very well. You beat me. You won some other games. Beat the Packers. So you definitely showed signs of greatness. So
I'm just waiting for the fresh start.
I commend you. Yeah, I know when the fresh start happens, I think you're going to be one of those coaches you have to watch out for. So I'm going to ask you a question. So this being your rookie season, what are you most impressed with the league?
Just the activity and all the little extras, the players of the week, coaches, awards, and everything like that. Just the activity.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're known for, so I'm glad you like that. And I must say, very impressive. I think you're the first caller ever to call while playing a game, so that's pretty impressive, and winning at the same time. So good job there.
Well, we just had
the
an
Lions,
update the score, 14-17 Vikings now. Well, Lions are winning.
Wow. But how's you playing with Josh Freeman?
A little inconsistent, but Adrian Peterson's doing the job, picking up the slack.
As usual. So before we let you go, one last question. How was it playing with Matt Stafford, Reggie Bush, and Calvin Johnson? Probably one of the top 3 combinations you can play with in this game.
Well, the only thing I can really say about that tandem is the only consistent one in the whole group is probably CJ. Stafford can throw the ball, no doubt, but that's when he stays healthy. And as far as Bush is really good as far as cutting it to the outside, cutting up the defense, making good moves. But again, gets hurt at least once a game. Most of the time he's out for the whole game when he does get hurt.
That's the same problem I was having with Romo and Des Bryant, Witten. At least one of them would get hurt every single game. So that's something we might have to look into in the off season there. So, Pettigrew, I thank you for calling in. Thank you for playing a great season, finish strong, and I wish you luck next season. Hopefully you get a good team.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, so that was Pettigrew, coach of the Lions, who made an impact earlier this season. He beat me, which was great, a great win. He beat the Steelers, the Packers. I mean, he definitely won some huge games, and he's finishing off his season right now with the Vikings. So hopefully he can pull off a good team next season. And starting at 0-0, we'll see what Pettigrew can do. So with that said, moving on to the website update today. As you know, it updated. We had the power rankings. The top 5 power rankings didn't really change too much. We have Loki Doki Smokey, the Bengals, number 1. Giovanni Bernard, definitely an MVP candidate, along with A.J. Green. Coach Loki, he's playing lights out, like we said before. There's really no other number 1 in this league right now but Loki Doki. It's going to be tough to knock him off that number 1 pedestal. But if anyone would, it would be the number 2 Panthers, who are 11-1. They were number 1 all season until he lost to the Buccaneers, which put him at number 2. So the Panthers coming at number 2. The Redskins are coming at number 3 for now. That was before he lost to me, so that will change. But the Redskins, again, don't sleep on him. We all know what he can do. He won 4 Super Bowls with the Redskins. He can break off and win 4 or 5 straight games right here and win the whole thing. So don't take him lightly. I sure don't, and hope you guys don't either, because he is who he is. Number 4 came to the Broncos. Like we said before, he clinched the AFC West. Do not put it on cruise control, Denver. I know you are a new coach, and as much as you know the game, this is it has a lot to do with momentum too. So if you take the pedal off, you might not ever get it back. So keep the throttle going, keep your foot in the neck, and keep playing hard. And rounding out the top 5 would be the Titans. Coach DeVito, very, very good. Another one, he's like the Redskins. He lost 1 game, and you guys really can't sleep on him. I don't think anyone really is going to, but DeVito is a really, really good coach, and he's someone that can not to reckon with, because the sticks. When it comes to the sticks, DeVito has always been great. We know him from a long time ago, and he's always been great. The last time he was here, he won the Super Bowl with the Rams, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again. So, with that said, we have another caller on the line. The Jets coach, Latin Yank. Latin Yank, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, man? You got your mic plugged in?
How's it going?
I'm all right. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So, what's going on? I love how we're almost finished. I love that Paulie's maybe making a comeback. I love that Vin's making a comeback. So, looking forward to ending this season. Looking forward to starting the new season. But first things first, let's finishing this one off. Yeah,
I mean, we've played great. I mean, it's been a little rough here and there with the activity, but nonetheless, I think we did a great job. Usually, when we open a season with a new game, it's easy, but for some reason it was a little off. I think maybe I don't know, maybe because the weather was still nice. Maybe the game was so different that people were still getting used to it. But I think we're starting to hit our stride as people get used to this game.
I agree 100%. It took time. And I think we're going to move on, and we're going to have a good, I'm looking forward to 27, 28. Hopefully we'll keep it going into so we see the next Madden.
Yeah, I hope so. I think we can easily get 2 or 3 more seasons going. So let's say we'll get Paulie back, we'll get Vinny back, and we'll get this similar back on track again. So back to you now with the Jets. You were playing out of your mind right now with the Jets. You might be playing the best I've ever seen you play with the Jets, to be honest. Geno Smith's lights out. I think you have maybe 7 picks total and 20 touchdowns, something like that. You're playing great. You're rushing the ball great. You're mixing it up. What's the big, secret behind your success?
Well, definitely Geno's made a difference. I don't have butt fumble behind the center, and I don't have Jesus' second coming on the team anymore. So, Geno, I have my doubts on him. No, he's doing good. I love his release. He's got a quick release, and he's pretty accurate. And the big thing is he's very mobile, so I can move around in the pocket. But just making what I have, using what I have to win. I love using all 4 of my running back. That's why I think only one has fumbled all season, and I keep them fresh. Not one of them has gotten hurt, and I interchanged my receivers, and looking forward to getting Mr. Cribbs in here soon and putting him to work too.
Yeah, that's a big pickup. I mean, Josh Cribbs just adds more speed to your team, and I'm looking through your stats right now. You definitely do mix it up on your run game. I mean, I don't even know who A. Green is, but he is second in your team in rushing. Who is A. Green? Alex Green?
Alex Green. He used to be a Packer, and I think he was a starter. Was it last year? He just jumped up, but he fell in the depth charts. I don't know why. I love him. I got no problem with him. He's got decent speed. I think he's the second fast running back behind and what I like about him, he's got a little power. Definitely like Ivory. Ivory's, I love just using him inside, but Green, Powell, and it's especially Goodson, I can go in or out with them, either one of them. And when you want to mix it up a little bit, you can definitely throw that option read, but I tend to stay away from that because I don't want to lose Geno, even though I feel confident in my number 2, Matt Sims.
Well, that's definitely mixing it up, to say the least. I mean, you got 4 backs with 300 yards, and you have 3 backs with at least 3 touchdowns. That's very nice. Plus, you have Green. I mean, you have Smith as well, who is another threat that you can run downfield. So you're definitely going to be a team to watch out for when it comes playoff time. I know you lost 2 games, 2 tough ones. You lost to the Bengals and the Titans.
A lot of teams saw a lot of passing. You saw a lot of passing, and now we're seeing a lot of running. And hopefully in the playoffs, I'll be able to mix it all together.
So the big knock on you would be probably the experts would probably say he hasn't really beaten anybody. You look at his games, the teams he beat, everyone has a losing record. The teams that he played with winning records, he lost to. So what would you say to that?
I can't control who's on my schedule. I just play who's in front of me. I could have lost easily to anybody. I could have beaten any of those teams. I didn't get blown out by the Titans or the Bengals. It was a close game. I think both of them all the way through. So, and it was a close. When I played Hope, it was a close game at the beginning, and there was someone else giving me a close game also. But it is what it is. You can't control who you play. You just play the game.
That's right. You win the game you're supposed to win.
Because I got a tough game against the Ravens. He's fighting for his playoff life. I got the Panthers coming up, and he's always going to be a tough one. So my focus is win one game at a time. I know I got to win one more to seal it. And I got the Dolphins. I know he's hungry. I know he's got an outside shot. So I'm just not trying to make mistakes. I'm just trying to prepare myself and position myself.
Perfect. And when you do play the Panthers, I want that streaming because I definitely would like to see that live.
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll send private invites out.
Just have a huge password on it. This way no one can steal your streams. So, Alex, thank you for calling in. You've had a great season. I thank you for all you do. You do a lot for this league. No one really knows. Behind the scenes, you are definitely my right-hand man right now. Since Foley's been out, you stepped up, and I thank you for everything you've done.
No problem. And shouts out to Paulie. Tell him we love him, we miss him, and his Patriots still suck.
Excellent. Thank you, Alex.
No problem.
Take care. Now we move on to another caller. We have Chris Duran of the Denver Broncos. Chris, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing, Chris?
Doing pretty good. Yourself? Very
good. Hey, right off the bat, excellent season. You're playing out of your mind. 11-2. I mean, there's really not much else to say. I guess what was your toughest game so far? 11-2. You played great.
I would like to say the Titans. I don't know. I had a couple of close ones.
Yeah, that Titans game we all got to see live. That was a wonderful game. Both of you guys played great. I know you played the Redskins. You lost to him. He must have been tough. But we did watch that game, too. I think you just had some bad breaks in that one.
Yeah, that one I don't even want to talk about.
So, looking at your stats real quick, it looks like you start Ronnie Hillman. Is there a reason why you start him over Moreno or Ball?
Well, he just showed more consistency of getting yards. It's more my perimeter. There for a while, I was running 3 backs. And
Gotcha.
I just kind of went down to 1. I mean, he's produced a lot of yards, 250 last game. So he's definitely versatile.
He's been great. He's definitely going to be up for running back of the year. You've been playing wonderful with him. And only 131 carries and over 1,000 yards. That's 8 yards a carry almost, or it is exactly 8 yards a carry. So that's very impressive. And with your final 3 games, Chargers, Texans, Raiders, looks like you probably will go 14-2. Obviously, we don't want to speculate, but when the playoffs come, who are you most looking forward to playing?
The Ravens again.
The Ravens, that's right, because you did lose to them as well.
Yeah.
So payback to the Ravens. That's what the Broncos want. So it's great. Again, I want to say thank you to you as well. We're running out of time, but last season you were with the Rams. You had kind of a tough season. This season you're obviously showing what you have. You're a great coach. You are becoming one of the elite guys around here. So congrats, and I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you can get to the big dance.
Well, thanks, and you too.
All right, Chris, thank you.
All right.
All right, so that will do it for the callers tonight. We have about 3 minutes left. I know I said I was going to go through the 6-pack of picks, but I don't think we're going to have enough time for that. So real quick, yearly awards I wanted to go over real fast. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but I nominate 3 players per position at the end, usually starting after week 10 or 11. I usually have 2 or 3 additions to this, and then at the end of the regular season, we put up a poll. Last year we did a Google Doc. We sent it out. You vote for the best player at each position, and then obviously you win the award. So right now, AFC quarterback, you got Geno Smith, who's my number 1. His QB rating is at 134.9. It's just out of control. His 76% completion percentage. He has over 2,000 yards and 22 touchdowns. Latiniak is playing really well with Geno. I think that's all he needed was a really good quarterback. Like he said, no more butt fumble, no more Sanchez. It's only a matter of time for he's off the team completely, I'm sure. And then in the NFC, my number 1 right now is RG3. He's playing great. 138.4 QB rating. This is before tonight's stats. I think I picked him up twice. I'm not really sure. But either way, he's still throwing over 73%. He has 28 touchdowns, 2,500 yards passing. Very, very nice. And the running backs right now, my running back for the AFC would be Giovanni Bernard, 209 carries, 1,488 yards, 18 touchdowns for a rookie. I mean, that's insane. He's fast. He's good. He might not even be a rookie. I'm not even sure. That's a little I know. But the NFC running back of the year, Alfred Morris is my guy. He has 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns. Betts knows how to use him very well. So he definitely has quarterback and running back of the year. Wide receiver of the year, AFC, Demaryius Thomas, hands down. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. That says it all right there. NFC, Calvin Johnson has to be the guy. He has 19 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, playing very well. So if you guys want to check this out, all you have to do is go to the main page, mofleagues.com. You can either click it right on the main page there. I have the newsletter, or you can roll up the features and click yearly awards. You can check out who the nominations are right now. There will be more nominations when the actual voting is coming through. So if you don't see your player, don't be alarmed. If you think he deserves it, I will most likely see that he does, and he'll be on that list. Guys, great show tonight. Sorry for the mix-up at 11 o'clock. Sitting here talking to myself for 15 minutes like a jerk off, so I apologize for that. Actually, it's not pretty funny. Couldn't find my cough drops, so I kind of sucks. My voice hurts already. I won't be around this weekend. I have a wedding to go to. I have a rehearsal dinner tomorrow night. I'm staying at my buddy's having a little bachelor night because I guess you can't see the bride broad before the wedding. And then Friday I have the wedding. I'll be back Friday night. Probably spend the weekend with the girlfriend. So I'll be sporadically around and probably back on Monday. You guys have a great weekend. Play your games. And if you drink moderately. Don't take your clothes off in public. And have a good night.